not covered. So just for the fun of it, I get emails from them for the other neighborhoods to see what they're doing, and they'll cover a restaurant opening, and I read the story, and it's like, it's 2-3 months away from opening, and they're writing a story about it. They have the time to do that in Bucktown. They can't be bothered to come down here and write a positive story about a positive event. Anything we do has to address that in order for us to attract that lady that come down here and do your kitchen down here. We'll rent it to you for $500 a month, and it'll be yours. I mean, it's a slam dunk.
I mean, just to say, we send out press releases for all of our events, and whenever I'm asked by the press, especially after something happens, I tell them, no, I don't want to be on camera, because I'm tired of you giving this perception about my community. 3 knuckleheads do not make up the 7 boys. But the 3 knuckleheads get the attention that is placed on all of us. And every time I say, come down and do something good, I'll be on camera all day. I'll be smiling all day. But don't come down when there's some issue. You here are familiar when they had those Operation, whatever it was in the street. I'm like, I'm not doing that anymore. It's a waste of time because the people who care are going to come. We have to find other ways to engage our residents so they come out and be a part of conversations like this. So I know Mr. King, then I said Tequila, then this young lady, then Josh. I got you. Go ahead.
I understand exactly what's going on here. I understand exactly what's going on here. And the Alderman is about commerce and trade. The problem, and the real problem is, 7th Ward is 90% black. Keeping the dollar, the black dollar, in the 7th Ward, circulating at least 30 days is the problem. Because if you bring all these businesses in, and they get the money and take it out, you're back at the same place. So I can understand what you're saying, but that's not the attack. The attack is keeping the black dollar in the community at least 60 days.
One of the favorite stories that we need to start telling more, not just by businesses in the community, but the kind of businesses we're creating out of our communities. So I think about Robust Coffee House. It started with now it's in street or like an opening up in Evanston. Chicken and Waffles in Brownsville, but now it's in Oak Park. Brown Sugar Bakery that's in Greater Grand Crossing that's now going to open up here. Like we need to start telling those stories more, and I'm sure we have examples of that here that's happening. Right.
So,
residential beautification, and also about what if a business owner in rural locations does not want to beautify his storefront and it's just also construction.
Maybe I'm
the
wrong.
community comes together to creatively come up with a different storefront. And is there any funding for that, or are there any laws in place that will support or any type of government or city support for that particular neighborhood or for that particular lot to beautify themselves?
So there are residential programs within it. I looked up the TIF ordinance. Actually, yesterday I looked up the ordinance that created the 71st Street TIF. And I know that SPIF, which is a Small Business Improvement Fund, and TIF Works, which is a program that allows employers to do training, are a part of that. I couldn't find the neighborhood residential one. But also, you would have to access those funds, your property would have to be in the TIF. So that would be the issue with that. I think the issue comes back to private property owners, and what type of enforcement things can we do? So I don't know if there's money that is out there that we can go take a private property over and redo their facade because we want to make it, a better part of the community. But I think it's, just making these property owners be more accountable. Okay, this young lady. Okay. Okay.
I wanted to ask about at least 2 questions about business education. Most of the people a lot of the people in our community are retired and they want to start a business. Well, they've been an employee for 30 years and now they're a business owner. Where can we go or what can we develop? Because I'm like the gentleman. These dollars need to stay here. What can we develop and what resources can we use within our community to grow these businesses, to have have education so they can know how to be a business owner as opposed to an employer, but have that here in our community. Maybe that could be somebody's business. But do the banks provide education for, like classes and that? Because we need to be educated. We want to do it, but we don't have the education, and that's why, we're not succeeding. It's not for lack of trying, we just don't have the education.
So two things, I think Joanna just brought up something really good, which is, having a partnership with the small business centers in Chicago. I am in favor, just like I'm sure everybody in this room is, of having like a small business incubator. I think Lavina said for, professional services, as well. So I think getting a partnership with them and seeing if they can come down in our community and, do some of what you're asking. I also think that as some of the organizations in our community grow, like Mr. Conley's, I'm saying it because Mr. Conley helped start, it's not just his, but it's 501c3. As they grow in capacity, they'll be able to do some of that too.
And then the other question I have, what's the,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I'm glad you said this. I've conducted small business symposiums. I know the South Shore Chamber of Commerce is there. We've been trying to get something together for a long time. I've been in this board for a little less than a year, and we're going to get together. I've done it in the Howard Business Board, and it went very well. As far as giving out and I actually conducted a small business symposium. I can tell you how to, like you just said, educate small business owners. How do you get there? What do you want to do to get more credit from a bank? I've done it, and South Shore Chamber of Commerce is here, and we're trying to get that together. So yes, I'm glad you said that. We are getting together. Hopefully we can do it the next quarter.
And he's definitely been, on his business card when I first met him, a long time ago, it says financial literacy. So we've been working, trying to figure out ways. I know over the course of the summer, there were a couple of block clubs that he was able to do some financial literacy. So we want to broaden it as well. So that's another thing.
okay, and another question that I have is, how do the SSA work with communities such as in our area, we're at the RICO, so we're at the 79th area at that point. How do y'all work? Do y'all work with block clubs to kind of see what's going on? Because that's the end of our block, and I think that block clubs need to have an input in that. And the last thing I want to say, what's the best way to get information out? Because if he has classes, they have classes, but nobody knows anything. So what's the best way to get information? Because there's a lot going on, but most people don't know. There's tons of businesses, most people don't know. So is that something else we need to create, like something to get the word out? Because we don't know what's going on.
So a couple things. So you're in SSA 50. So if you could just make sure to stop back by the table so we can get your information and we can put you in contact. I thought she was here, but she's not. The executive, we can put you in contact with her for sure. So there's better engagement on that.
So we for the whole community, because right now.
No, I meant for you said for block clubs and interactions.
Right, but
so
what we use is we use